You see now it's easy. And also there is one about the number of digits and multiplication. I'm not going to talk about it now because even the number of digits matter. Like when you multiply two numbers together, there is the how much is going to be the digits in the result, okay? And we're going to use this one. So shall I move now to a different one? Yes, okay. Let's just talk about the handshakes. Okay. This is a common problem. Like it says at a conference, 20 members shook hands with each other. What is the total number of handshakes occurred? C. Is it Ala or Ala? A or C? A, Ala or Ala? You said C. Can you tell me why? And Rafa and Muhammad, can you guys tell me why? A. Can anyone tell me why they choose either C or A? Okay, Ala. So thank you. So there is a rule you have to know it. The number of handshakes, if it's similar to this problem and it's of course like the same every time in GAT, if it's there, it's the same problem, but with different numbers. So the number of handshakes, as Ala said, it's N, which is, this is the number of members, the number of people, which is N. N is 20. N times N minus 1 over 2. Okay, so the answer is going to be 20 times 19 over 2. This is nothing, just 10 times 19, which is 119. So this is like a rule you have to know. Okay. Any questions? Okay, so let me give you another problem. It's similar to this one. Okay, it's a practice for you. Here is a problem. Five? No way. Five. There are like more than 5. No way. Yes. Why, Ala? Tell me why. 10. Yes, Rafa. Correct. Why? Yes, Muhammad. There is something wrong with my pen. Can anyone tell me why it's 10 or 5? Open their mic and tell me why. Ala, no way, Ala. Ala, I said this problem. Thank you, Rafa. This problem is similar to that one. It's similar to this one, yeah. So what I mean, this one, it's nothing. Just I'm going to use the same rule, which is n times n minus 1 over 2. So what's n? It's the number of lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 lines here. So this is nothing, just 5 times 4 over 2, which is 10. So you don't have to count how many triangles. You know what I mean? Yeah, you just use the rule. Yeah. It's the same. And if you can just sit down like with yourself trying to count them all, you see the number is 10. So we're using the same rule here. Okay. This will take time, but let me just okay. Let me just do it fast, Abdullah. Abdullah, how many triangles do you see here? If you can open the mic, it would be faster. If you can open your mic and talk to me with how many? 1. How many? 3. How many? No, not 4. Here we have 1, 3, 6. Thank you. Okay, so the idea, this is 1, this is 1 plus 2, this is 1 plus 2 plus 3, isn't it? Isn't it? No, no, that is 6. And here, how many do we have? If we have 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, how many? It's almost the same as this one. This is you just did it here. 10. Yeah, 10. And this is nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. You just add them. Okay. You see now? This is 10. So is there another way to sum the number from 1 to 4? Yeah. How many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 4 over 2, which is a 10. Here, this is, we have 2 lines here, if you see it. So it's 1 times 2 over 2, which is 1. For this one, we have 1, 2, 3 lines. So this is 3 times 2 over 2, which is 3. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So this is 4 times 2 over 2, which is 6. Times 3, sorry. 4 times 3 over 6. Okay? I don't know if this is explained. Okay, thank you, Abdullah. So shall we let us just, okay, just move to different things. This is about the Euclidean division, and this is a common question in GAT. Today is Sunday. After 60 days from now, what would be, what day would be, or what? Jury? Why? Tell me how to do it, Jury. See? Tell me how. Yes. So the idea, since like the week has 7 days, each week has 7 days. So what we do, which is 60, is 7 times something plus the remainder. Okay. So this is nothing, just 7 times 8 plus, and 7 times, which is 56, so plus 4. So the remainder is 4. Yes. So the remainder is 4. We just add. So we started with Sunday. We add from the next day. So it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So the answer is Thursday. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when we add, we count from the next day. So we start with Sunday. The next day is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So the answer is Thursday. Okay. Yeah. So this is a common problem. Usually comes with the Euclidean division. It's about the remainder, and it's easy to do. Any question? Or should I give you another problem about the Euclidean division? Okay, here is another one. I think C. Okay, tell me why, Rafa. Put A. Okay. على C. it's not. Oh, okay. I would like if anyone can just open their mic and tell me what they think. Yes, so it's the remainder is 0. Thank you, Ala. So first, since 32 is divisible by 8, so the remainder is 0. So it's the same. 32 to the 4th power by divisible by 8, the remainder is 0. So the remainder here is 0 for this one because 32 is divisible by 8. Okay, so we're done with B. How about A? It's the same. Ala, صح? It's the same. Yeah, it's the same. Since 3 is divisible by 3, so it's the same. 3 to the 8th power is divisible by 3, so the remainder here is what? 0. So the answer is C. Okay. I feel like you guys have just spent some time thinking about this problem. I know it just seems to be hard, but it's nothing. It's just about the remainder, and both numbers are divisible by. The first one is divisible by 3, and the second one is divisible by 8. So the remainder is. Hisham said, like, if you raise your hand here, he's going to open your mic. So just raise your hand, then Hisham is going to open your mic. Okay. Okay. Any question about this one? I've chosen this problem just to show you that sometimes you see a problem and you think it's too hard to do, but it's nothing. It's easy. You know what I mean? So sometimes some students, they think, oh, this is hard. Like, oh, shall I calculate the 8th power of 3? No, you don't have to. This is just about the remainder. And since 3 is divisible by 3, the remainder is 0 if you raise it to any power. Okay. Any question? As I just said at the beginning, this is just a 2-hour session, so I have to go through too many problems as possible. So if you see like I'm going fast, I'm not giving too many details. This is just I want to see too many different problems. Okay, from the test. Let's just we know the fractions. So this is 1/2, like 2 parts, 1/3, 3 parts, and so on, 1/4 and 1/8. Okay, this is something easy. Can we do this problem? A is greater. Why Turkey? Can you tell me why? C. I wish if you can guys just open your mic and talk to me, because it's not about me doing the problems. I want you to think with me. I want to see how you think through talking. Okay. C. Okay, Turkey. Abdullah. Turkey. Oh, Turkey is good, I guess. He has changed his mind twice. A. Okay. So this is a practice for you. This is 0. I can't do anything here. Okay. So this is 0. I'm done here. For this one, I have 2 different types of fractions. This one here, it's called improper fraction. So 2.5. This is improper fraction, which means 2.5, isn't it? I'm talking about this one here, the first one. It's an improper fraction. So this is 2.5. Oh yeah, so 2.5. I have 2 here. Let me use a different color here. So I am going to make it as a fraction. I just have 2 here. Multiply these 2 together. So 2 times 2 plus 1. Okay, so this is nothing, just 5/2. Okay, yeah, 5/2. And the second one, it's like it's an integer times a fraction. 2 times 1/2. Let me just do it down here. So this is 2 times 1/2. So I know that there is 1 here. Yeah. And when you multiply them, it's like a parallel multiplication. This is 2 times 1/1 times 2. This is nothing, just 1. Okay. So now, yes, 1. So now if you add these together, this is going to be 5/2 minus 1. And this is greater than what? This is greater than what? 0. So the answer is B. No, not greater than 0. So the answer is B. Sorry, A is greater. Sorry, A. Sorry, A. The value is A. Because this is A. Sorry. Yeah, so the answer is A. The value of A is greater. You see it now? So don't confuse an improper fraction and a whole number times a fraction. Okay? So in a test, if there is a whole number times a fraction, you'll see the operation. There is a multiplication there. Okay? Any questions? No. Now, this is something you should know, because this is going to help you in doing like fraction, decimal, and percents. Okay? Okay. So just a sec. Okay. So this is let me just fix my okay. Okay. So this is going to help you do some problems fast. If you know that 1/2 is 0.5 or 50%, so you can change in multiplication and solving some problems. So this is one thing you have to know and memorize. Let's just see a problem like about, we're still at the fraction. So this should be easy. So the answer is B. Yes, B, because this is B2. So the answer is B. We're done. An easy one. Yeah, this is an easy one. Let's just talk a little bit about exponent. This one, it's not exponents. This is 4 times A, but exponent, when we repeat multiplication, we get 4 to the 4th power. Okay, let's just see a problem. Let's just see the, oh, what are the choices? Okay. Can anyone help me with this one? C. Good. Good. Can you tell me why? Yes. So the idea is, I'm going to use, this is nothing, just 3x to the 2nd power. I'm using the power of power. There is a rule in exponent. It's called the power of power. Yeah. So I've just changed this one here to that one. Nothing. And now I'm substituting this one. So this is going to be 7 squared. So the answer is 39. 94, sorry. 49. I'm confused. Okay. So this problem has only one step, which is using the power of power. The rule in exponent is called power of power. So if there is a multiplication in the exponent, you can make them as an first exponent, and there is a parenthesis, and there is a second exponent. Okay, so let's just do this one as a practice. A, D, oh, different. A and D, Kamal and Ala. Okay. So what's the idea? Yes. So the idea here, this is nothing just because we have an addition and exponent. So we're going to make it as a product of the base. Addition in the exponent is a product of the base. So this is nothing just 3 to the x times 3 squared. Yes, thank you, Ala. See now? So now I have this one as 7, and this is nothing just 9, so the answer is 6. Okay? And there are like different tricks and different type of problems with exponent, but we've seen 2, and I think this is enough. Any questions, or shall I just move to a different type of problems? I want to see as many as I could during these 2 hours, so I'm going fast. But if you have a question, just stop me, okay? Here. Turkey, Ala. Yes, thank you. So the idea, so you know how to do it, so that's why you just save time. But let me just, yes, thank you. Let me just do some clarification, so for others to be like clear why you're just saying this like 9 is greater than 8. So this is nothing just 2 times 11, and this is nothing just 3 times 11. And now we're going to use a power of a power rule. So this is 2 squared to the 11, and this is 2 to the third to the 11. And now this is nothing just 9 to the 11, and this is 8 to the 11. And since this is bigger, this is bigger. A. Okay? Great. Thank you. So let's just move to a different one. Now, in binomial expansion, we have 3 different rules. We've studied in secondary school or middle school, as you just name it. So this is one of them. It's the difference between 2 squared. A squared minus B squared is A minus B times A plus B. We're going to use this one to do this problem. Okay? So instead, as I just said, instead of finding the value of A and B, we want to use the rule to solve it. We don't need to find the value of A and B. Just apply the rule. So they ask me about A squared minus B squared. So this is A squared minus B squared. This is nothing, just AB and A minus B. So A minus B is 4, and A times B is 7, and there is multiplication, so the answer is 28. Turkey, there is a multiplication sign. So since we have a parentheses, so the operation here is multiplication. Between the parentheses is multiplication. Okay, and if you know the rule, you don't have to find the value of A and B. This is easy now. Okay, let me give you another problem to practice. As I said, you don't have to find the value of A or and B. Just do the problem in a Bishari says A. Rafa B, Juri B, Rafa A. Okay. So the previous one, we've seen this rule. Okay. The previous one, we've seen this rule. But this problem has a different rule. It's also called the binomial expansion, which is this one. Is it? We're going to use this one to do the problem. And this will save time, and we don't have to find, the value of A or B. Let me just write it down here. So I have A plus B squared, which is, I'm going just to arrange. I'll put A and B next to each other. So this is 8 squared plus B squared plus 2AB. Okay. Now I'm going to substitute. So this is nothing, just 13 plus 2. This is nothing, 6. So the answer is going to be 13 plus 12. So the answer is 25. So it's easy. You don't have to do that much calculation. And in this type of problems, sometimes they ask you about the value of the whole expansion. Sometimes they ask you about the value about A squared plus B squared, or about AB. So it's the same. Okay. If you know the rule, you can just find the correct order of the operation. So any questions? No, I'm going to be fast. Okay. Here, can anyone tell me what kind of variation between the factors here? If 2 facets can fill a pool in 3 minutes, how many facets are needed to fill the same pool in 6 minutes? This is an easy problem, Ishari. Can you tell me how to do it? Like you say, B, Kamal, okay. So the way to do it is like facets and minutes, okay? So from the problem, we have 2 facets, which is 2, need 30 minutes. The question, how many facets? So we put X here. And during 6 minutes, 6. Now, what kind of variation? Is it direct or inverse variation? I'm asking about like the relation here. Is it direct variation or inverse variation? Inverse variation. That's because if I put more facets, I'll need less time. Okay, so this is a reverse variation. So in reverse variation, I just multiply them like this, parallel. So this is nothing, 2 times 30, which is 6x. And if you simplify, this goes with 5, and so x is just 10. Okay, so there is 2 things I have to know, like just to know the kind of variation and then solve the problem. This is an easy one. I want just to put it here to see how to do it. Like I've seen like some of you they use B, and this is incorrect. It's not B. So you have to know that type of variation. There are like 2 types of variations. 3 types. One of them is direct and the other one is inverse. Okay, there are like 3 types.